the names of those who lost their lives.
Douglas Miller.
And ringing the bell in their memory. Thousands took part in the San Diego firefighter 9/11 stair climb Saturday at the Hilton San Diego Bayfront. From civilians to those in uniform.
Great cause, great people.
And even teams of people like the Fox 5 family. Everyone climbed the hotel's more than 30 stories 3 times to make 110 stories in all.
That was 1, 2 to go. Good job.
Each time the haul gets harder, but encouragement keeps everyone going, and for some, the climb has become tradition.
We got guys from Ohio, San Diego City, Richmond, California, and every year we come together to honor everybody who's perished on 9/11.
For others, like Captain David Acosta, who was deployed on 9/11, it hits close to home.
The sacrifices that not only that the firefighters did, but their families who are struggling now to get those families who survived, who are also coming down with other cancerous diseases and other debilitating kind of diseases they go through.
For 9/11 survivor Jim Smagala, this time of year takes on a different meaning.
It's a double-edged sword. In one sense, you're happy that everybody in the whole nation is remembering those that you lost, and remember the trials and tribulations that we went through. At the same time, it's difficult because every year we need to relive it again.
15 years later, to many, it still seems like yesterday. And for that, we will never forget. Felicia Martinez, Fox 5 News.
Behind every name, a story. Within every story, a family.
I miss my parents.
Families like the Boazes.
I'm proud of my father who served. This is my parents, and he loved being in the Navy.
No matter the age, no matter the time passed, Memorial Day here at Miramar National Cemetery is never easy for daughter Andrea from El Cajon.
I respected my parents so much. My father flew out of Miramar for most of his naval career. He retired in '59, but he entered in 1938.
Peace, honor, and dignity.
So many stories to be told here during Memorial Day weekend.
Just to stand up for the fallen.
Like that of 90-year-old Andre Chapaz. Joining at just 18, he served for 3 years until the end of World War II.
Time goes by, people do forget.
On Sunday, he joined the hundreds of others, veterans, families, and children, ensuring that never happens.
They deserve that we remember them for what they did, because this society wouldn't exist without the sacrifice that they made.
The real heroes wore dog tags.
It's important for us at our age to teach these young children exactly what it is to be patriotic.
Each year, a new story, a new family that won't forget. Gone, but certainly never forgotten, especially on this Memorial Day weekend. Reporting from Miramar National Cemetery, Abby Gibb, Fox 5 News.
Firefighters scramble to get under shelter as wildfire threatens to overrun them. This simulation is part of the fire season drill for the San Diego Fire Department.
It's an opportunity to prepare for the upcoming fire season. Things are quite a bit drier than we would have expected this time of year.
Fire Chief Brian Hennessy said this year promises to be one of the worst fire seasons.
There's a grass crop that is tall, that's thick, that we haven't seen in about 3 years.
That growth spurred by recent rains. Growth, the fire chief said, is causing the biggest threat.
What's important about that is that when these fires start in the grass, that's the fuel that responds very quickly to the dry weather and that will carry fire into this distressed brush.
This year, San Diego firefighters will be deploying a new tool in the firefight, SDG&E's new Fire Potential Index. It's an online tool that breaks down the daily fire danger, rating it as normal, elevated, or extreme.
A number of aspects of the fuels that we're dealing with, the weather for that day, and comes out with just a relative rating of 1 to 17, 17 being the most extreme day.
Open it!
We're coming!
Fire danger is year-round in San Diego County, and it's not just limited to wildland.
Good clamp!
Chief Hennessy said, just look at May of 2014.
Those fires were all in inner city canyons. You look at Carlsbad, that fire was 1,600 acres, burned for about 6 hours.
And as firefighters prepare for the upcoming season, so should you. Be ready to evacuate, and as always, clear the defensible space around your home.
So do the best you can to protect yourselves.
Now, as for this fire season drill, once complete, some 900 firefighters will have completed the training. At Mission Trails Park, Sharon Chen, Fox 5 News.
Yellow tape and deputies with the San Diego Sheriff Department blocked off a neighborhood after a man in his early 20s was found dead.
Because I got a phone call from him on Facebook at 4:35, and I didn't hear it ringing. And who knows, maybe that was his last call for help.
Luke Euling is still coming to terms that his childhood friend of over 10 years is gone.
He was just a carefree guy. I was hanging out with him all day yesterday.
The man's name hasn't been released until all the family is notified, but deputies say at 6:30 a.m. they responded to reports of a man lying on the sidewalk in the 500 block of Danny Street.
Upon arrival, they discovered a deceased male lying on the sidewalk with apparent trauma to his upper body.
Detectives aren't saying how the man died or if it appears to be random, but Euling and other neighbors have their own suspicions.
10 minutes after I was inside, I heard what I thought was a gunshot.
I seen his mom and dad, and she was crying, and I asked her, I said, what's going on? She said, he was dead.
Evidence technicians processed the scene into the evening while detectives spoke with neighbors looking for answers that may lead to an arrest. Meanwhile, neighbors of the victim also wanting justice for their friend.
How did it get like this? How did it get this far? Did somebody take another human being's life?
I'm still in shock, honestly.